this brings us to our next segment, right? Which is something that I've been really excited to talk about because it's a new passion of mine, and that is figures, specifically anime figures. So real quick, I just want to define what a figure is, because is an action figure a figure? Because we've all grown up with action figures. What are Funko Pops figures? What's a figure? What's a figure, Cody?
All of them.
How do you figure?
Yeah, but I guess what I'm more so saying is that, and I'm not gonna ignore that. That was. I'll give you that one.
Cody saw black right. He's looking around. He couldn't see anything.
Yeah, it's like in Looney Tunes when the stars and birds are flying around his head. But when I think action figure, I think of something that's opposable, right? It's got opposable limbs, right? Am I using that word right?
Okay.
You can kind of. That's because they're figures, but check this out. They're figures in action.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's common knowledge. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But I'm more so talking about, and don't make me feel stupid, because now I feel like that wolf who howled at thunder. I feel real dumb right now.
That was your past life.
I was that
wolf.
You
were that wolf.
And
no.
Oh, just thunder, and then I jumped off the cliff. But yeah, I'm more so talking about, obviously, the anime figures, the ones that you can't pose. To me, that's a figure. A lot of people have this debate, Funko Pops, Nendroids. What are they? What qualifies as a figure? Now, is this something new for me? I've bought, I'm not going to even tell you because it's a little bit of a reveal that I have, but I've bought a certain amount of figures in a very short amount of time. But Megan, you've been buying figures for quite some time.
Yeah. My first. Oh well, actually, I should probably get it out. So I brought a couple, as you can see here, from my collection. The first one I have, I should probably grab that really quick.
Is it over on the couch?
Yeah, I have it. Guys, I'll be right back.
Now, while Megan's doing that, Cody, why don't you tell me how you feel about figures and just collecting them in general?
I don't own figures. I know Funko Pop happened. I was aware of it happening. I was like, I'm never getting one of these Funkos. I went to a comic book shop with a friend after he got back from the army. I'm like, oh hey, you missed out on all this. He's like, ooh, let me get a Funko Pop. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
You don't like the Funkos?
No.
Are they funky?
They're I don't like it. I don't like what it's doing to
people.
Yeah.
Wow.
What is it doing?
I don't know, but it's I don't like it.
They have a power. No, Funkos have a power over people.
It's gonna sound so crazy right now. Is I think I get what you're saying. But I can't really articulate it. But they're doing something to people.
Just pause, look around.
Right.
Funkos, it's
look at how people react when they're around them.
Yeah.
When they hold one.
Yeah, there's a power.
I don't know.
Yeah, and
it's a little creepy.
I'm not okay with it. There's something's happening to us, guys, and I think Funko Pops are one of those things that's doing it.
Now, let me just talk about Funko Pops real quick. For me, is a lot of people
own 5.
Yes, I do own 5, and one of them was a gift from Megan actually, and it's my favorite one, and it's a Yuri on Ice one, which is my absolute favorite pop that I own.
So there's a pop, but then also, so this is the difference between Funko and like a Nendroid. So that's the Yuri Funko, and then this is the Nendroid, which you can see has way more detail. There's a box that you get that has changeable faces, changeable hands. Like there's a hand where he's holding his phone. There's a face where he's like more embarrassed than he's happy here. You could take his glasses off. His hair is slicked back when he does his ice skating routines, so you can have that hair as well. But yeah, they have so much detail. They're kind of a pain in the ass to set up because sometimes their limbs just fall apart for no reason.
Yeah, that looks precariously perched right there. And I think where I've seen Nendroids before is during the 20 million Crunchyroll commercials.
Yeah.
One of them is always like a Nendroid commercial where they play like aggressively loud music, and it always just sickens me.
Yeah, it's like always Dr. Stone.
It's always, always
Dr. You guys know how I feel
Stone.
about Dr. Stone.
Oh, don't even get me
fucking
started.
started.
Don't even get me started.
Don't even get me started.
But yes, figures. It's been my life. I don't have any room for them anymore. Some of these I have in storage because I have no more room in my room for them because every inch of my room is touched by the anime.
By the anime gods. Or goddesses.
Yes. Or, yeah.
I can't wait to get there, and I'm on my way. I'm on the fast track, and I'm moving real quick.
Oh,
I'm moving fast.
You will move, and it's so sad because there's no cons going on, and that's majority of how I would get them. And yes, before you say anything, they are overpriced at the cons. You might be better off getting them somewhere else, but just going in.
How much are they in general?
It varies. I got this one this is my first figure I ever got, Hatsune Miku. I thought it was fitting because she is the ultimate anime goddess. She's known worldwide, and her figures are awesome, mainly from Sega. The company Sega, they produce these figures. They're called game prize figures, and in Japan they have the claw machines that you can get things from, and a lot of them are made for the claw machine, so you can just grab them in the box and then you can have them, and they're pretty cheap, realistically. But I got this one for like $25.
Oh, that's not that.
And that's you said that's one of the first ones.
This is the first one I've ever bought at 2014 Anime Expo.
Okay, so what I'm going to show you guys is I don't know if I should do it now. I'm going to wait a little bit, but I asked Megan to bring the first one she ever bought because I recently was going through my closet and I found one. It's not technically a figure, but it's the first like figure-ish thing that I ever bought, and I have it, behind me. But I'm going to reveal it a little bit later because I don't think we're there yet. I don't think you guys are mentally prepared for what I'm about to show you.
I wonder what it is.
I have thought about getting a figure every now and then. You said that's I view my life sort of in terms of a sushi buffet.
I
costs $25.
Yes, it does.
And a nice shirt also costs $25. I the
$25.
Yeah, so
perfect.
And also, I've owned the same shirt since middle school because I had one growth spurt and I was done.
I'm right there with you.
So, to me, a shirt, if I get a new shirt, it's I'm owning that for the rest of my life.
Yeah, because I don't change.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already...
I own 4 green shirts.
Why? Are you Doug Funny? Why?
Who's Doug Funny?
Oh, I forgot. You're not a millennial, I guess.
Ooh.
But you're not a 90s kid. I'm sorry. I'm attacking you, and I apologize. But he's a character from an old Nickelodeon cartoon, and he opened up his closet, and he just had all of the same shirts, and they were green sweater vests. So.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I admire that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I didn't mean to attack you.
You did, though.
I did. I really did.
But she's cool.
But for me, I'm already kind of seeing things in figure amounts, right? So the 2 figures or the at least 3 figures that I bought have been around $30. So every time I spend, I went to the store the other day to get essentials, to get groceries, and it came out to around $30, and I was, or maybe it was $60, and I was like, well, that cost me 2 figures right there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing things in figures right now,
mm-hmm.
and the ones that I bought, by the way, the first one I bought, and look, this is the first official figure that I bought, the first anime figure that I've bought, and I got a little ahead of myself. It's a normie kind of figure, and it's a little basic. I understand that, but I was just a little excited when I saw it, and I wanted to get it. So don't judge me, and I love her, and it's Toga from My Hero Academia, and she's doing a very cute pose.
Yeah, I love the physicality. That's number 1 on my checklist for figures. They have to have a good a personality to them. I want to see the personality shown from the character into the figure. I want a piece of that in the figure. I don't like these boring, this is a nice figure, but she's just kind of, shoving this loser sign. She's like, you fucking loser, you bought me for $25. No, I'm just kidding.
That's a pretty good price.
But then this one, it just shows the variation between.
That's an amazing
and
figure.
She sits
that looks magnetic, or no, it's
no, she sits on here, so you got to be careful. But I bought this at Anime Expo too, but it just goes to show this was the same price as that one.
That's incredible. And what we're looking at now is it looks way better.
And it's huge and it's big.
One.
Yeah, definitely. You got to do a good size on that. But It just depends on what you're looking for and your price range. Because Cody, back to the price range, there's
varies.
figures that are like $175 plus $200, which I really want to, I have a couple on my wish list because they are very not as patchy with the paint, very detailed, and I mean, kind of worth the money sometimes.
Yeah, you got to be really careful too. I mean, I'm new to the game. I don't really know a lot, but I'm going Amazon, and then I'm also checking eBay, and then what I'm like, I'll even do this in stores. Like, I'm really weird. If there's multiple of the same kind of thing, like let's just say it's a figure, let's just say, right? If there's multiple figures at the store, I will look at every single one of them to see if there's any defects on them before I buy them. So paint jobs really matter a lot, and faces, accuracy matters a lot. So I'll find one on Amazon, then I'll see if it's cheaper on eBay, and then I'll look up YouTube like reviews of it so I can see it in motion, so that I can kind of base my decision off that. It's a whole thing, man.
Yeah, I've never felt the need to decorate my room at all.
Right.
Actually,
Well, now it's gonna get sad again.
Well, no, when I had like a home to call my own.
But now you don't have a home, is what you're saying?
I have to rent a half a home with like some old guy.
Half a home sounds big.
It's half of a small house that's been drywalled.
Oh.
And then I share that half with
just like
a
a
man in like his 70s that I do not know. I don't know that guy.
It's just
You don't know that guy?
No, we just rent that place together. So like I don't really feel like that's like.
I imagine there's like a little slot in your door where he slides food to you. That's kind of like the living
no,
conditions
because I
that
drink
imagine.
liquid food, idiot. So there wouldn't be the need for slots because I eat fucking powdered.
Yeah, he just needs one of those hamster
wow.
feeders. He has one of the hamster feeders in his room, like a life-size hamster feeder, and then he just goes.
Wow. Is this because I attacked you it called you Doug Funny earlier?
Yes. You don't think I know who that is? You don't think I know who Doug Funny is? You know what you are? You're Doug Unfunny.
Ooh.
Well, you're Doug Fugly right now.
Whoa. First of all, how dare you?
And second of all, I don't mean that.
I did.
You do know? You do know?
I know that.
Oh.
You do know?
I got excited.
There are two figures I've considered buying. One I definitely will once it's released in the.
Oh, can we guess?
And then one I also will. So I don't know if you guys can guess.
Yeah, if you've been listening to this podcast at all, then I feel like you can guess as well. I'm gonna guess.
We'll say it at the same time.
Yeah, because you might be wrong.
We'll say it at the same time.
Okay. Before I say mine, I think that there are two. I think Megan's gonna say one. I'm gonna say one, but the one I'm gonna say, I think will make the better figure.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Chainsaw Man.
Fuck.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say Goblin Slayer.
I thought you were gonna go for Goblin Slayer. Yeah.
I thought Megan was gonna say Goblin Slayer, but there are Goblin Slayer figures, and there's one, Cody, that I almost said, you know what, fuck it, he's my friend, and I almost bought it, but it was a little pricey.
It's so nice to know that you almost did something for me.
And
That's so nice for you to do.
And I
Thought
really
that counts.
That is so
It's the
nice
thought
of you.
that
That shows how good of friends we are that you almost did something.
and I got real close, if it matters. I got like super close.
That's so nice to know.
I really did
How
because
close you got to doing something.
I hope you're being genuine right now, because the more you say it, it's starting to feel a little passive aggressive.
Yeah, he said it 3 times already.
But it looked
It's just aggressive.
it looked really nice, and maybe if your attitude changes, maybe my mind will change, and I will get it for you.
You guess what the second one would be?
So it's not Goblin Slayer.
I forgot. I would probably go to Goblin Slayer 1 too.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. But they're all right. So I guess
Okay, so it's anime related.
Oh, it'd be Asta from
it's-
Black Clover.
Okay. So I could smash it with a hammer.
It'd be Subaru.
So I
Subaru.
can watch Black Clover and just punch the idol every time.
Okay, what would it be?
It'd be Agent Venom.
Oh, I was gonna say Venom.
I used to own a Venom hoodie.
Yeah.
But I cleaned it wrong and it got lint everywhere. It just
So sad.
it completely ruined it
Damn.
looked cool. My dad was like, what is that, a scorpion? I'm like, yeah, Dad. Yeah, it's a cool scorpion. It's definitely not a Venom hoodie I'm wearing to college.
It's definitely not something I really care about. So thanks for caring about me, Dad, and getting to know what I'm interested in.
Yeah.
I thought that's what you were saying.
Like, I always played sports. I'm like, well,
I play Scorpion.
I play Scorpion.
What is that, Scorpion Man? I'm like, yeah, that's right, Pops.
Perfect.
Yeah, Cody, I think, you got to get into the figure game. It's pretty affordable. Now, obviously, there are collector's items. There's things that have been around for a long time, and I'm going to get there one day. I'm not in a position to do that right now, but yeah, people have hundreds and hundreds and thousands of dollars of figures, and sometimes I was looking up some Hunter x Hunter figures, and man, very pricey.
Oh,
very pricey.
God, I want to drop some money on a really good Hunter x Hunter.
Me too.
I don't have enough room. I haven't been able to buy figures. I was buying them left and right when I had the room, but I need a detop shelf in order to continue this habit, this addiction.
Just think of how many sushi buffets you could have gone to.
I buy my figures and then go to the sushi buffet. Now I'm Shane. Just kidding.
Speaking of your addiction, you have a whole table over there.
Jesus, you just broke her.
Oh. No, I'm just kidding. No, her pigtails come out.
One of her pigtails broke, and I thought I ruined the entire figure.
Okay.
Before you show us another one of your figures, I'm going to show you one more of mine, and then I'm going to show you the first one I ever got.
Do it.
But the second one I got, I love so much, and it's a Rem figure.
I really like that one.
From ReZero. And she's so beautiful.
Dress she wears in the anime?
No, thank you for asking, Cody. And she's wearing a yellow dress for people listening, and she just looks so cute.
Which I think a yellow dress is honestly like that's peak fashion.
Now and I agree.
And there's peak fashion.
And there's 400 Rem figures apparently because everybody fucking loves Rem. But I bought the one, and I looked through all of them too to get this one specifically.
I bet.
Because there's some of her in bikinis, and there's some of her one of them was her in a wet t-shirt and all this stuff, and in my mind I'm thinking Rem would never wear that.
I know.
So I'm
totally.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, why would I buy a figure of something like that's not the Rem I love?
Yeah.
This is the Rem I love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So why would I? There's one where she's like, she's in literally a wet t-shirt with her boobs hanging out, and she's got a Subaru's hat on, and I'm thinking like, I don't even remember Subaru wearing a hat.
I don't remember that scene.
And second of all, Rem would never dress like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not like Supersonico.
Yeah.
Like
this is not Kill a Kill, dude. Her titties aren't hanging out.
Yeah.
I
mean, this is Supersonico. I have a lot of her. I got a lot of her figures from Frankensons.
Frankensons is a great place.
Same place. She's just awesome. She's not really like in an anime. She's just a standalone character, like a OC. And she has a lot of cute figures of her doing cute stuff.
That is an awesome figure.
Like I brought those two with. She had like the floaty, and the one with the shower head was really cool. I just like her whole look.
That is so interesting that you buy those kinds of figures and you're like, it's cool. And you're like,
cute.
Like if you were a guy, it would be
Cody. I'm gonna buy you a Supersonico figure.
Honestly, my dream is to have a house and then just be at a level of confidence in myself that I could just have a display rack.
Do it.
Supersonicos.
Do it.
I need to get a house first.
Now, there's two things. Yeah, you need to get into that room with that 70-year-old man. Now,
which also found out I'll never be able to afford.
Okay.
I can only.
All right, let's keep the mood up.
My plan. No, I got a plan.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy land.
Oh, great plan.
And get a container home.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
A container costs $2,000. Not that much. Hooking a house up to city electricity and plumbing is like $1,500 each.
That sounds awful.
I think he's onto something.
You want to live in a container?
A nice container.
First of all, I grew up in a
you know what goes in a
trailer
container?
park.
You know what goes in a container, Cody? Leftovers.
No.
And you're not a leftover.
Stuff.
Anyway. Anyway.
No stuff. He's right.
I think one of my bombshells that I was going to drop, by the way, was that I actually bought another figure, and I really shouldn't have done it.
What did you buy?
But I think Cody's going to be proud of this one. The one that I bought was a Levi figure from Attack on Titan, and I went to eBay for that, and so we'll see how that experience goes. My experience with Amazon was pretty good. So we'll see how my eBay experience goes. It's going to take a lot longer to get here. But speaking of Levi figures, in one of our videos that we put up on our YouTube channel and in one of our previous episodes, we talked about best anime drip, best anime outfit. And Cody's, one of Cody's was Levi, but specifically spring cleaning Levi, right? And guess what they have a figure of, Cody?
Dang. Spring cleaning Levi.
Yeah.
There he is.
I just thought you would like that. I just wanted to show you. Do you not like it?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
This is the thing. I'm not into.
This is why I didn't buy you the Goblin Slayer figure.
Dang, he would have liked
because
it.
I didn't want you to go like this.
I want you to know this. If you got me that, it would have brightened my day and possibly my next week, but you didn't.
And now I'm sorry. Is the world over?
I hope it ends.
Oh, wow, Jesus soon. Christ. Okay. Now
just a glorious fire
to lighten the mood
envelops this world.
Okay, to lighten the mood, I'm gonna
finally my figures will burn.
You'll be buried with them.
Oh, that's true. King Tut style.
You'll take them in the afterlife with you. That's see, everyone wins.
All my supersonicos.
When the glorious volcano over in some forest finally erupts.
Okay, all right. Cody
creates a cleansing flame.
Can I cheer you up? Can I cheer you guys up?
Sure.
I want to share with you guys on the podcast and everybody listening. This is technically not a figure, but when I was going through looking for, I had some old Bleach figures that I think I threw away or got lost or something. Maybe they got damaged.
It's going to be Bleach figures you're showing us.
No, but I found something else. And technically, this is the first, it's not a figure, it's a doll. But it's a very realistic doll, and this is the first.
You're not selling the case.
This is the first memorabilia or figure that or a doll, I guess, that I ever purchased, and I was a child, so I had to have used someone else's credit card to purchase this. And who bought this for me? Is my question. And it is a Dr. Evil. A Mike Myers Dr. Evil from Austin Powers.
I love it.
Pretty accurate, screen accurate doll.
I love it.
Action figure, if you will.
Wow.
If you'd like to take a look at that.
Yeah.
That couldn't have cost them. Those were just toys they sold back then, right?
Yeah, but I do remember buying it off eBay, but I don't know who bought it for me. Now, that's not the kicker. You ready for the kicker?
What's the kicker?
It also included a little mini-me.
Stop.
It included a little mini-me.
Stop.
And now, is that a little problematic? I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, I love it.
I don't think so. Times have changed, sure, but,
Wow.
But look at that. Hold that up to the camera.
It's a hard knock life.
Who bought that for me? I'm sure Austin Powers.
Yeah, how old were you? You're like, I want a Dr. Evil.
I had to be 10 years old.
Yeah, you wanted Dr. Evil and not Austin. That kind of it shows a lot.
Dr. Evil was funnier.
Yeah.
He was way funnier.
Okay. We can't get into this argument because we can talk all day about this.
And also,
it'll go. Do you want to see? Do you want to hold it?
I don't.
It has a good weight to it.
I don't want to hold it.
It does have a good weight to it.
Honestly, that made me curious, but no, I don't want to hold it.
And it's beautiful. And Mini-Me is dead.
And Megan just broke Mini-Me.
I didn't.
Put Mini-Me in Supersonico's lap.